Oh, Alex, what do you make of Paulsen's performance the other day?
Yeah, I think, when I was sitting at home watching the game, I was, first and foremost, I think that penalty save is, one of those talking points, because it just shows that he was involved in the game for the better part of, the whole 45 minutes, and then obviously, he had to be, before the 45 minutes, he had to be called up to action really, really early in the game, and that kind of set him that stepping stone throughout the rest of the match. And as you saw, he went on to save a couple more penalties and went on to make some other brilliant saves as well with 10 men down. So I think his performance was great.
You've saved a bunch of penalties yourself and also 3 in a shootout against Melbourne City. So do you feel like if the second game goes to penalties that the strikers are really going to have to be on their game for both teams? Yeah,
well, I think it just comes from the work that we do as a collective with our goalkeeper union, you could say. We analyse, we do as much analysis on the penalty takers, and I think that just gives us confidence heading into those semi-finals, where the potential, if it does go to penalties, that we can be confident in our abilities to step up to the plate.
Does this feel like the biggest game of your career?
I'd probably say so. I would say it was Central Coast Mariners, but coming up into the semi-finals, a lot of history is behind these semi-finals. We haven't been in semi-finals since a while, since I was a kid. So it is going to be a big matchup coming up into to Melbourne this weekend.
That preliminary finals, the last biggest game the Phoenix have had. Did you remember anything from it?
I'm not too sure. It's been a while since I went and watched that game. I don't know if I did or not, but yeah, it was definitely a long time ago.
Considering it's been a while, then does that motivate this team even more?
Oh, 100%. I think it speaks for itself. The fact that the team was in that preliminary final a while back, it just gives us even more of a boost, and I think there's a lot of encouragement throughout the playing group and also the staff to just make sure that we give our 100% and give everything that we got heading into those semi-finals.
We heard Sam say, it's just like any other game, but is it a little bit different for a goalkeeper, considering that you might have to prepare for a penalty shootout at the end of these two?
Yeah, I mean, you could say it's a little bit different with that penalty shootout aspect, but yeah, funny enough, it's similar to his cliche, you could say. It's only one game at a time, and it's like every other game, so we just got to focus on what we can control and make sure that we just give our 100%.
Do you prepare a lot for penalties? How much do you train them, or are you training them a lot more now?
Yeah, I think, well, now that we have the potential to go into penalties, we are training it a lot more throughout our training sessions. So, we are doing a lot more penalty shootouts, or little small-sided games that incorporate a bit of penalty shootout at the end. So, there has been a lot of penalties.
Do you consider yourself a bit of a penalty specialist?
I wouldn't say specialist, but I mean, if the opportunity for me to step up to the plate and take a penalty, then I'll be more than happy to take it on board and see if I can, score that pen, which I am confident about.
What's been the messaging this week from Chiefy? What's been the chat in the team? How's it been?
No, I think it's just been positive throughout, and I think as well, Sus says, we're just trying to focus on this game and give our all to this game and make sure that we are focused on just refreshing our minds to the fundamentals of what actually got us here in the first place. So we're just taking it step by step.
Just on the question I asked Suts about making the fewest mistakes. As a goalkeeper, obviously your mistakes can be magnified. If he makes a mistake, you might give away a throw. If you make a mistake, it can lead to a goal. How do you put that out of your mind?
Well, personally for me, I've got my support crew that always help me to make sure that I'm staying grounded and making sure that if the stakes are a little bit higher than usual, or there's a game that's a bit more pressuring, then I still can fall back onto that support crew to tell me, okay, look, we can just focus on each game at a time and make sure that the games that got us to this point, making sure that we refresh those games and making sure that I can visualise those games heading into this Melbourne Victory game on the weekend.
And just back to the penalty shootout, I know we're nowhere near it yet, but does the fact that Melbourne Victory took part in one give you a little bit of extra data? Recent Melbourne Victory penalty takers and which way they might potentially go?
Yeah, no, it definitely does. And then it also plays a bit more of a reverse psychology in some sort of aspect, because if they go that way, could they go the other way, or could they go the exact same way if the penalty shooter comes to us in the semi-final leg? So yeah, it's definitely more data for us, which is good. So yeah, it's good.
And you'd take one?
Yeah, I'd be confident enough to take one if the opportunity arises. So yeah, I'd be confident in doing that.
Paul Wizzo threw Jamie Young's bottle into the crowd that had his notes on it.
Oh, did he?
Have you got a plan for keeping yours secret?
Oh, that's toxic. Yeah, no, yeah. Honestly, it doesn't really matter for me. If he has those notes on the side, then I mean, like, I think I'm pretty confident. Like, I'm really confident in the boys to make sure that, when they get that opportunity to take a penalty, that they'll score, and they'll make sure that their decision on the day, that they'll cement that penalty. But no, I don't think you'll see me doing any bottle tossing or anything like that. So yeah.
A couple of questions from James McConey.
Yep.
The goes wild. How important has Costa Barbarouses been for the squad this year?
Yeah, no, as for Sus says, he's been immense. Not only has he provided so many goal-scoring opportunities, and he's been fantastic up front for us this season, but I think it's the character and the leadership speaks volumes for myself and some of the younger boys as well. He stepped up to the plate when we needed him most, and he's given us that opportunity to be in a position where we can continue to thrive and create more history for the club. But personally for me, he's been fantastic, and he's been helping us younger boys, and he's been somebody that we always want to look up to as well. So he's been fantastic this season.
Do you lean on him more this week, given it's one of his old clubs and place in Melbourne?
Yeah, I think so, because as some of the boys have said, like, he's got that finals experience. He's got that experience when it comes to these pressuring moments. So it's definitely one of those players to lean on and get a bit more support around. And not only him, but it's also some of the other experienced players who are a little bit older in the team that can give us a bit more information and a bit more words of support and encouragement heading into these semi-finals.
And McConey tells me you won the skills challenge against the Hurricanes a couple of weeks back. Is that right?
Oh, I'm not too sure, eh? We might have, but no, it's been good, eh? We definitely won that, so that was good.
Did it surprise you, or you expect the footballers to win?
I'm not too sure, actually. It was a bit 50-50 because I saw Geordie Barrett, and the kick on him was crazy. So no, I guess we were pretty fortunate to come away with the win.
I just saw that video. TJ's penalty was pretty good.
Yeah, TJ's penalty was crazy. He bamboozled me, to be fair. So yeah, them boys have some really good kicks on them.
Do you guys chat a lot? Considering Wellington teams are doing really well in all sports. Do you guys talk and share ideas a lot?
Oh, 100%. I think that's the uniqueness of the facility here at NZCIS, is that when we go to gym or go and do our IP in the morning, that we mix and mingle with a lot of the boys, the Hurricanes boys as well. So it's fantastic. We always talk with them. We always bump into them, have good conversations with them. So I think that's testament to the facility here, which is great.